Hello guys and welcome to this tutorial on Espo CRM. Today we're doing a complete updated for 2025 tutorial and review of Espo CRM, which is a feature-rich open source customer relationship management platform. We're going to explore its key features, walk through a real-world sales process from a lead to a close, and we're going to explore also the strengths and the weakness. By the end of this video, you will know if Espo CRM is for you. Now, it's important to notice that you can access a demo of Espo CRM by going to this page in here and just clicking on demo. Okay, and that's going to take you to two different options. You have the Espo CRM demo or the Espo CRM on cloud. Now, the difference between this is that you're going to have basically like some demo data in here that you can use already from a fictional company, or here you can start inputting your data. Okay, so if you actually want to use this for real and seriously and for your business, I recommend that you try this. Okay, but for this tutorial I'm just going to try on this because I don't need to register. Okay guys, so let's click in here. Now, Espo CRM is a web-based open source CRM. Open source is the key here. It means you can download it for free, install it on your own servers from complete data control, and even modify the code. If you're not tech savvy, don't worry. They also offer a secure cloud hosted version, as I mentioned before. This is basically designed to help business manage customer relationship across sales, marketing, and customer service. Think of it as a central hub for all of your contacts, leads, sales opportunities, and communications, but with a level of customizability that many proprietary CRMs cannot match. To showcase Espo CRM power, we're going to follow the journey of a B2B consulting firm. Our goal is going to be to capture a new lead from our website, nurture the lead through our sales pipeline, and convert it into a paying client. How are you going to do this is by going to the leads section in here, as you can see. And here we have all of our lists of different leads that we have created in the past, okay? Because like I said before, this is a fictional demo with fictional data. So what are we going to do is we're going to click on create lead in here, and we're just going to fill all of the different details for our new lead, okay? Which is going to be called John Smith. We can capture all of the basic information, such as the name, the company, contact details, and critically, the lead source and the status, which is in here, guys. In my case, I'm just going to set it to new because it's a new lead. And the source, I'm just going to say website, okay? Because we grab it from our website. This initial data entry is crucial for tracking and reporting later on, okay? You can add many things, but I'm just going to add basics, okay? And after that, I'm just going to click on save. You can always edit this information by going to edit, okay? And that's going to take you to the same page, pretty much. And now, as you can see, John Smith is here, okay? Now, let's say that we have his phone number and we have called him, okay? We have set like an initial call where we have qualified him, okay? Now, he's a genuine prospect. We have verified that. What are we going to do is we're going to convert the lead with one single click. And how are we going to do this is by clicking into his name in here, and we're just going to click on convert. Amazing. Now, Espo CRM is going to intelligently transform the lead into three separate but linked records. An account, okay, which is going to be for the company that John Smith is a part of, a contact for John Smith itself, and it's going to prompt us to create a new opportunity. In this case, I'm just going to select the three of them, okay? And now you basically have to, fill in the data for each of them, for the account, which is going to be the company, for the contact, and so on and so on. I'm just going to focus on the opportunity because this is basically the heart of our sales process, okay? In the opportunity record, we're going to define the potential deal value and its current stage in our sales pipeline, okay? In this case, I just set the name to John Smith Global Corporations, okay? We are going to assume that this is the company that he belongs to. Now, the stage, we're just going to set it to basically proposal or qualification or anything like that. This is up to you completely. Of course, let's say qualification or proposal maybe. And the amount, this is the expected amount of money that you expect to receive, okay? Or that you expect to make with this client, all right, guys? You can also set like a probability that you think you're going to get this client and this money and a close date. Now, let's click on convert. The real magic here is going to happen in the Kanban view. If we go to the opportunities section in here, As you can see, we can send the different prospects, the different deals that we have in the different, sections of our sales pipelines by just dragging them across, okay, and sending them to another category or to another step in the sales pipeline. For example, you can see that we, in the proposal section, John Smith is here, okay? So let's say that we're now gonna call him and we're basically gonna, try to negotiate with him. So we can just move into this particular step, which is negotiation. And after we're happy and after he's happy and he just closes the deal, we can just move him again in here. Okay, so you can move these prospects around to the different categories. Okay, guys? This is a very intuitive way to manage our workflow. Now, EspoCRM's automating capabilities are a huge time saver. We can create a simple workflow. As you can see here, I'm just going to click on the three dots menu, automation and workflows. Amazing. And now we're going to set a rule that whenever an opportunity is moved to the proposal stage, the system automatically creates a follow-up task for the assigned salesperson, okay, due in 3 days. You can access your tasks if you go in here, okay? So let's just create a rule. Now in the target entity time, we're going to set it to opportunity in the trigger type after the record is updated, okay? Now we can just set this to 1, that's fine. And now we can just create like a notification or a record in here, it doesn't matter. And in the entity, I'm just going to select, task, okay guys? And after you're done, you can just click on save. So, this is what you can do pretty much with, EspoCRM. The biggest pro, in my opinion, is its flexibility and its value. Being open source and free for self-hosting is unbeatable. The level of customization from layouts to creating entirely new fields and entities is phenomenal. The workflow automation tools are powerful and included out of the box. It's also very fast, lightweight, and has a clean modern interface that is easy to integrate. Now, on the other hand, the self-hosted version requires some technical knowledge to install and maintain, which could be a disadvantage for some of you. It might lack some of the functionalities of more, enterprise-grade CRMs, but I think that it's pretty cool in general. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much it, and thank you so much.